guys? Welcome back to our second Monday episode of our SimCity Let's Play and the DX Gamer Show. My name is OperationDx, and we are here on April 8th, 2013. So, we are going to spend our final episode here in Crystal Valley as we wrap things up and make our final adjustments and complete our primary objective, which was to research the Space Launch Center. And then next episode for Tuesday, we'll be visiting IndieDX to get that started. So I kick this episode off by pretty much upgrading all the roads and stuff that I can. I actually didn't realize that these weren't the high-density, low-grade roads. So I hurried up and went ahead and started upgrading all these roads to promote as much growth as possible to finish off our last episode here in Crystal Valley. I'm really happy about how this city turned out in the end. I didn't know in the beginning how it would be, plopping all those circles down and stuff. I didn't know if it was going to turn ugly or what, but I'm really I'm happy about how it all turned out. And later on, if I decide to play this map, maybe I'll even open it up so you guys can join me after we finish this Let's Play. And, I'll do some more of the research projects and that sort of thing. And for some of you perfectionists that as you see me upgrade these roads and I miss some, oops, oh well, it happens. I'm not perfect. But you'll probably call me out on it anyways. Hey, you missed a road, DX. Whatever. We're just going to pretty much hit as many as we can here and make sure we get what we can while we can do it. And move forward. So this is another one of those episodes that kind of, had a pretty sprawling amount of gameplay for the amount of stuff you actually get to see here, and that's to save you from, just stuff downtime, because there really isn't a lot to do, and that research project does take quite a while to finish. And essentially, we're going to make one final sweep on all of our primary buildings. We've gotten really lucky with this city for its size. We're at 60,000, and we really haven't upgraded our police or fire or clinic very much at all, or even needed to. But, as the city of this size grows, we will need to do a couple of things. So I did check on the police station here real quick and seeing that, well, we're getting kind of close to that maximum, size for our jail cells, which is the first level. There's no upgrades at all, which is excellent. And it's good that this is going to be taken care of right now, opposed to if things were running out of control. Because if you leave this city at a stagnant state with things like health and crime out of control, that's going to trickle down into the other cities. With crime not being a problem at all in this city, we're not going to see that. We're not going to see those signs that say, or the things that pop up and say, hey, there's a criminal blowing up your houses from Crystal Valley. Yay! So we're not going to see any of that, which is really good. And once again, we're upgrading that mayor's mansion because we have such a high approval rate. But I'm getting kind of worried about all these crazy pollution guys. So maybe later on we'll have to build a guardhouse. We gave them food and a place to drink while they protest, but they're starting to worry me a little bit. So we might have to place a guard post a little bit later on. Another one of the things that I'm really happy about how this kind of all turned out was we got to see the things that I exactly wanted to see at the end of, the play for this particular city, and that was to see the highest density, highest wealth level commercial and residential buildings, and they just look so cool. They're a lot of glass, they're really light colors, and everything kind of fits in here really well, and I'm glad we got to see that before we moved on to the next city, because we're probably not going to see that in the final city that we're going to play, which is going to be the casino tourism city, that we're probably going to see a lot of commercial hotels, and I'm not sure as far as how high the wealth is. We might want to keep it mid wealth, since we got low wealth in IndieDX, we got high wealth here in Crystal Valley. We might want to go for a mid style, and then we could fill all of the facets there for getting the mid, high, and low wealth casinos going, and that should be kind of interesting to play. Someone had mentioned in the comments that the casino cities weren't very profitable. Honestly, I haven't really built a full-on casino city. Maybe the tourism will kind of balance that out. I don't know. And of course, we'll have to build one of the event structures like the stadium or the smaller expo center and we'll probably do that for the last city. But once again here, because I really like the look of the forests, and I was talking about in the previous episode where they just don't stay, and it's really unfortunate, I once more fill it in, just basically to, let the rest of this episode have that nice look and how I intended for Crystal Valley to look in the end. Unfortunately, if we stuck around too much longer, we would have to put it back again because it does not stay. It's very, very, very sad. So at this stage of Crystal Valley, we're really kind of just leaving things alone and letting them grow. I'm still in that negative budget, even though I'm making pretty good money on plastic and alloys at this point from the recycling center, especially as the population continues to move up. And check these buildings out. Like, this is exactly what I was just talking about. Like, I love how this is going to fill out in the end. So I'm hoping as the research project completes for our Space Launch Center and we are about to head over to IndyDX, I hope that we can balance out and set down in a positive budget, and that would be a nice way to finish things off. I think I'm going to add one more small residential area to this city because we're kind of having a problem if we look at our population index. We're not looking at it right now, but as I've looked through my population index during this time of the city's development, I noticed that, the shopper thing is not satisfied. So we need to get a few more residents inside the city so that we can fill those needs. So we're going to go ahead and do that in just a little bit. But before we go ahead and fill in that final residential zone, I'm going to do that thing I like to do every once in a while, to just kind of stop and just look at things and see how things are progressing. So we're just going to take a nice slow pan down one of the streets and kind of just look around a little bit and see how things are developing. So now you can see it's really filling out and it looks really good, and I'm kind of happy the way things are turning out. But here we are moving along. You can see all the stuff, services working, cars flying around, and it's all its craziness. And what's that? That little tiny house there next to the... That almost reminds me of that movie, Batteries Not Included. Have you ever guys seen that movie? That movie's great. With that little tiny building when they finish the thing, and there's a giant city and skyscrapers around it or whatever. That's funny. And then we just heard gunshots, which I'm actually surprised to hear in a city with so little crime going on. We actually encountered some of the little crime that actually is taking place. And here we go. We're going to fill in our final residential area, but not just before I find some kind of weird, glitchy, buggy thing going on here. I don't know what happened here. I got this kind of odd thing, and it's pretty much probably jacking up the traffic for this zone. Although it's kind of interesting because we're not really getting a lot of traffic on this exterior circle road. So I'm going to go ahead and demolish that and, connect it and make it hopefully fix properly, which it does right there. And that gives us a nice point so we can actually build our final residential zone. It was weird how I was trying to build a road off that point and it would not let me. Just small things, so not everything has been, quite worked out yet. This is, in fact, using the latest patches. This was not recorded earlier. This was recorded early this morning as I rushed to try to produce these episodes to get them out for you guys today. So I hope you appreciate it, darn it, as it does take a bit of work to get each episode out and produced and all that good stuff. But here we go. We've got our final residential zone, which is going to add a little bit. And look at that. We are actually in a positive budget right now. And we're going to go ahead and tinker it up a little bit by throwing in a park. And I'm actually going to throw up a little bit bigger park here because I want to cover a little bit more zone with that increased wealth. So let's go ahead and plop that. Bam. And you can see buildings instantly upgrade, and that is pretty much the final addition to our Crystal Valley City as we're going to do our slow pans as we spend our very final moments in our city, Crystal Valley. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular segment and my previous segments of my SimCity Let's Play. We will be moving forward with one, possibly two final cities. If we can't get the oil stuff produced, we'll do like a really small micro kind of thing, maybe a one episode thing where we build the oil to get to the Great Works project. But that is pretty much it for this one. We've just unlocked the Space Center, and we're all ready to go with the next phase of our SimCity Let's Play. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next 2 SimCity episodes. Have a good day, and take care, you guys. See you later.